Welcome to the Engage One Learning Podcast. Everything you need to know about Cobb County School District's expectations to exceed the state and federal requirements. I'm your host, Natalie Hutchins, Title I Program Supervisor. Family and community engagement is known for the power it brings to each community. How do we, as a district, support our various communities and ensure that our neighborhood schools tailor engagement in a special way? I know that it begins with you, the parent facilitator, the school teacher, the bus driver, the cafeteria worker, and a host of other staff members who bring smiles to children, parents, caregivers, and local businesses. We're going to jump right in with hot topics from our audience. The first question we received was, how do I get my parents to actually use the compact? It seems like we go through a lot of work and parents just throw it away. I love this question. Unfortunately, that may be the case in some situations. But let me just encourage you that that's not the case in all situations. Many of your peers will tell you that when you make the information inside of the compact relevant to the families and consider what they need, it is a true resource. For example, you guys know I have a senior this year. In his compact, there are resources that link me to his parent and student login information, his classroom blogs for assignments, and links to tutorial videos. I can watch and I can learn how to navigate a lot of those resources because I'm unfamiliar with them. Even though my high school student and I do not complete homework together like we did when he was in elementary school, I am still his parent and I'm responsible for his learning and keeping up with his grades, especially now since COVID-19. He's taken some online classes and I need to make sure he is keeping up with his assignments. When the information inside of the compact is helpful and relevant to families, they use it. I use mine a lot throughout the year. Okay, question two. The compact is usually completed when I come back on contract in August, but now I have to complete the checklist for documentation. I'm not really sure where to start. This is an excellent point. I learned this from another parent facilitator some years ago. He would print out a clean copy of the compliance checklist and a copy of the completed compact. He would highlight each checkbox one by one as he located it on his compact. And sure enough, each year there would be one or two items left off from the summer planning committee. So don't worry, we have time to update them before they are due to be posted to families. I would encourage you to do something similar, to take a second look at that document, even if your principal has already signed off on it. If you notice something missing, or just let him or her know, I'm sure they'll be happy to include it for us. And our final question. I heard that schools have to collect 100% of their compact receiver letters. How in the world am I supposed to do that? That is another great question. Well, we recommend that you share the compact receiver letters during conference week if you're in elementary or middle school, and in some type of advisement or semester meeting if you're in high school. We recommend that each homeroom teacher print out a classroom roster of their students. As the parents sign the letter, the teachers can simply check the students' names off. At the end of the week or at the end of the meeting, the homeroom teacher should give you, the parent facilitator, a copy of their roster and all of their signed receiver letters. If you notice any families who didn't receive their compact, this is where you really come in by helping and reaching out to them and building that homeschool communication. You can put the receiver letter and the compact in snail mail. You can email it to a parent, post it to CTLS parent, or you can even direct the parents to download it off of your school's website. The most important thing is to try your best to set up a time that you can meet in person or on the phone or online to review the compact with the family. You want them to know that important information inside the compact, like from the first question from the audience member. You put a lot into creating the compact. It has resources that help families to help their children at home. So it's important that we reach out to them and they know everything that's inside the compact. Okay, before we move on to the next segment of our podcast, you can take a moment to take a two things break. And what this means is you can do two quick things, like really quick things, and come right back. One of those two things should be, if you have not already done so, take a moment to download and organize the documents that will help us to complete the family school compact requirements and the expectations. Got it? All right. So this ends part one. You'll need to navigate to the next assignment, and I'll see you in a few moments.